Hello guys, welcome to BISPtrainings.com. My name is Amit and today I'm going to show you how to create histogram in R programming. So maybe you are new to histogram and you may not know what exactly it is. So in first part of our training we'll see what is histogram. I'll prepare a histogram in Excel sheet and then finally I show in R programming. Today I'm going to use a sample data set and tomorrow's session I'm going to take a real data set from New York Stock Exchange and we'll take a large data set. First we understand what histogram is and how to build a histogram. So let's see the formal definition of histogram. It's a graphical representation which is similar to a bar chart in structure, but this organizes a group of data points into user specific range. Well, if you find the definition a little difficult to understand, let's take a sample data and see how it works. So in my example, today example, I'm going to take an Excel data set which says pretty straightforward, which says the first part of it's a CSV file, is the name of products, different product name, and the number of defective products. Basically what I'm trying to see in this example, I'm trying to find out the number of defective products found in a given year. So the business point of view, this report is talk about number of defective products in a given year. Let me give a custom defined heading, number of defective products, yearly number of defective products. This is what we are trying to find out. Now before I actually design the plot histogram in R programming, I show you what exactly it is. So in order to plot a histogram, we'll prepare a bin. Bin will tell you the distinct value. So I can see over here the distinct value is from 1 to 6, which I can see it. So I create a different bin. It's like a category which tell you number of products of particular number of product for respective defectives, and I find over here frequency will tell me the number of products of defective quantity. So I'll write a quantity over here to make it easy to understand. I'll use an Excel function called frequency, and frequency takes two arguments, data set, and second is your a bin array, right? What I read over here, there's only one product which has defective product quantity 1. I cannot simply copy and paste this expression, so I need to use little workaround. I select all cells for which I need to find out my frequency. I press F2 and I go to my formula section and press enter. This way I can identify the frequency of each product. This is how you read. There are 4 products of 2 quantity. There are 4 products of 2 quantity, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4, correct. There is a 1 product of 3 quantity. There is 1 product of 3 quantity. There are 2 products of 4 quantity. So this is what is my histogram. I'll plot it in a graphical manner so it will make it easy to understand. I'll simply select this data cell and I'll select the data cell and plot a chart on top of this. I'll choose a column chart, insert chart, and I select a 3D column chart. My column chart is ready. So this is exactly the histogram which I want to draw into my R programming. So now you know what is histogram. Let's do this in a R Studio. I'll be using R Studio to design to write a R program. I feel more comfortable in R Studio because of GUI feature and all options are available in a common window. I create a new script, although it is not mandatory, but I prefer creating new script so that I could save it and reuse it. We'll be reading a CSV file, so I'll assign the object output to my variable called myFile read.csv. As we discussed in the previous session that you can read data from CSV file, from Excel file, from text file. I use CSV read.csv. I want the value to be input by the user, therefore I use file.choose. This will open up a file window, select window. I'll run it and select window open up. I can select my file. So whatever file I selected, you see it is available under my environment. I can click on this and view the sample data. Click on this and I see this is my sample data, right? I can also see the structure of my file. So I see there are 11 observation, 11 rows, and 2 variable, 2 column. You can also see the dim and structure of your file. Dimension, 11 rows and 2 column. I could also see the structure str and type over here file. This way I want to ensure that my column should be of numeric type before I plot my histogram. Yes, this is the data, right? So product name, factors 11, and defective products of integer type, and these are my sample data. So once I ensure this, I'm going to plot a histogram on top of this. So hist to create a histogram and pass an argument my file. Because I want to create a histogram for a specific column, I select a column name $, and I specify column name called defective product is the name of my column. Select this and your histogram is ready. You see the graphical presentation of your data. To make the histogram exactly same as in your Excel sheet, I need to change the breakpoint of this. So I'll define breaks and say I want this to be in 10 breaks. Right now the breaks are 6. I'll make it 10 breaks. Now I see the output which I got over here is similar to the one I got in Excel. So there is only one product of quantity 1. There are four products of 2 quantity, right? Now I'll show you a couple of parameter you can pass to histogram to make it more meaningful. The best way you can use it, you can see the help, question mark and your histogram. It will give you the complete help about your histogram. You see what are the different arguments can be used along with histograms are available over here. Alternatively, you can type help and then an argument you can write histogram. Both ways you can use it. I would encourage you to use help because there are many functions it is quite difficult to memorize them. Let's change the histogram. I'm going to customize this, and the first thing I'm going to do over here, I'll use a custom define my header title. So I use main and title name, number of defective products, and you see you got a histogram with a title called number of defective product. I can customize this. I can also change the frequency and turn it out to be a density. Just make it frequency equals to false in case I don't want to display as frequency. So fric equals to, I can write complete false or I can simply say F, which is enough. Select and run it. So frequency turns out to be density. I can also define custom define label, X label and Y label. Well, I don't find this label is more meaningful, so I give custom define label as X and Y label. So I just change this X label. In X label, so in X label I specify over here number of products, and Y label I can specify quantity. I just select this and run it. Number of products, right? And I can define a quantity over here, and X and Y I pass my custom define label as Y lab and quantity. That's it. So number of product and quantity. In the similar fashion, you can use many other functions, many other arguments which can be used along with histogram. I would suggest you to go to the histogram help and find out those options. For today, I'm going to stop over here, and you see my next session where I'm going to show you how to design histogram in real world. Today, I'm going to stop over here, and your questions are welcome. Please visit our site www.bisptrainings.com for more videos. Thank you.